Hey pals, Kelvin here with the Lens Pal. Today, we're talking about the difference between full frame and crop sensor cameras. So when it comes to sensor size, there are two terms to classify them: full frame and crop sensor. The term full frame refers to a sensor that has similar dimension sizes to a 35mm film format, where a crop sensor refers to a sensor smaller than a full frame sensor. The most common types are APS-C and Micro Four Thirds. Aside from the difference in size physically, there are several other differences between a crop and a full frame. Today we took the Canon 5D Mark IV and 7D Mark II out to Winter Garden, along with a 35mm and a 50mm on both to show how different the field of view is. The most visible difference is the field of view. For example, in these shots we set up both cameras with the same lens at the same distance and point of view. But if you notice, the crop sensor has a much tighter field of view. This is because the difference in focal length for a crop sensor is measured by its multiplier. So when a Canon 50mm lens is attached, the focal length is multiplied by 1.6 times, giving you the 35mm equivalent. So in these shots, the 7D with the 50mm on is equivalent to an 80mm lens with the 1.6 crop factor. If you don't know what the crop is on your camera, here's a comparison guide for digital cameras. For most Nikons, their crop factor is 1.5, and most Canon APC cameras have a 1.6 crop factor. Since lots of modern DSLRs have a smaller sensor size, and they have lens mount systems that will allow you to use different lenses, you need to know the crop factor to get the desired focal length. Some mirrorless cameras with a Micro Four Thirds sensor have a 2 times crop factor, so you just double the millimeter to get your 35mm equivalent. For example, if you're shooting on a 12 to 35, you're going to multiply that by 2, which gives you a 24 to 70. Well, that's all for today, pals. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the like button down below. This has been Kelvin with the Lens Pal, and I'll see you on the next one.